Discover the top 10 places in Singapore to visit, from Marina Bay's iconic skyline to cultural enclaves like Kampong Glam, to Sentosa's tropical paradise, and gardens by the bay's breathtaking greenery. Uncover the city-state's rich tapestry of experiences. Number 10. Marina Bay Waterfront Promenade. Marina Bay Waterfront Promenade is an area where you can experience all the dimensions of Singapore. Stroll along the promenade and enjoy the view of the bay and the city. Marina Bay Waterfront Promenade includes the Helix Bridge, a pedestrian bridge with a view of the Singapore skyline. The Marina Bay Sands, one of the world's most famous hotels, with an observation deck with a fantastic view of Singapore in all directions. The city on one side, and the breathtaking gardens by the bay and the seaside on the other. Art Science Museum in the shape of a lotus. A fusion of art, science, culture, and technology. This is the first museum of its kind in the world. The Merlion Park with the statue of Merlion, a mythical creature of Singapore with the body of a fish and the head of a lion. Number 9. Interesting neighborhoods. Singapore is a city of diverse cultures, which also shows in its numerous interesting neighborhoods. Kampong Glam. The neighborhood, best known for housing the Sultan Mosque, features the Malay heritage of Singapore. You can also do some exploring in the area full of boutiques and cafes in the world-famous Haji Lane, or grab some Malay and Indonesian fabrics and handmade perfumes in the Arab Street. Chinatown, rich with history and culture. This neighborhood gets its charm from its Chinatown Heritage Center, temples, and the traditional Chinese architecture. Don't miss the following attractions. Buddha Tooth Relic Temple, a Buddhist temple and museum complex. Sri Mariamman Temple, Singapore's oldest Hindu temple. Thian Hock Keng Temple, which is the oldest Chinese temple in Singapore. Pagoda Street with Chinatown Heritage Center. And Mosque Street with Masjid Jami or Jami Mosque. Little India, showcasing the country's Indian culture. Don't miss the House of Tantania, a colorful villa that's been standing since the 1900s. Number 8. Sentosa. If you're going to the beach in Singapore, you'll probably find it hard to believe that the beautiful and Instagram-worthy beaches are actually man-made. Singapore got the sand from its neighboring countries and created these delightful tropical escapades. With all year-round sunshine and the budget-friendly activities, you can easily spend a day or two in this tropical getaway. Don't miss to visit several famous beaches and try different water sports and other activities. You can reach Sentosa Island by cable car, SkyTrain, and a car. For the ultimate experience, choose cable cars that take you to multiple locations on the island. If you're there in the evening, don't miss Magical Shores, a multi-sensory experience with light and sound spectacle, taking place every night between 7:30 and 10:30 p.m. completely free of charge. The island is also home to several theme parks and many other attractions. Number 7. Fort Canning Park. Fort Canning Park is the former home of the Malay Kings and the Far East Command Centre of British Army. Several notable historical events unfolded on the hill. You can't miss the Fort Gate, a part of a fortress from the 19th century, often used as a site for social events. The park also houses 9 gardens. Some of the most interesting ones are Sang Nila Utama Garden, a garden that integrates traditional Malay or Javanese culture in the form of its structure, design, and plants. Raffles Garden, named after the founder of modern Singapore, featuring plants from the entire Southeast Asia region. By the way, don't miss the Fort Canning Lighthouse nearby. Artisan's Garden, a garden dating back to the 14th century and the site of one of the latest archaeological digs in the country. The Malays call Fort Canning Park the Forbidden Hill because it's said to be haunted by Singapore's ancient kings, which are believed to be buried here. Number 6. Shopping. Singapore is a shopping paradise. You can literally spend days shopping or window shopping at the following places. Clarke Quay, where the nightlife of Singapore comes to life with numerous restaurants, bars, and clubs. By day, Clarke Quay is a shopping spot, offering various shops and malls, conveniently located next to the Singapore River. You can also embark on a boat ride or a cruise. Burger Street. If you're looking for great deals, start with the Burger Street Market. It offers a wide variety of options with bazaars in every corner, selling souvenir items, home supplies, and clothing. There are 3 floors and over 600 shops to choose from. Orchard Road, Singapore's centre of shopping and retail, offers a myriad of options from local brands, high-end brands, and international stores. The road consists of about 5,000 shops, stores, and restaurants. You can visit several heritage malls and other malls like Orchard Mall with its distinct architecture. The shops at Marina Bay Sands. This is a collection of the latest fashion trends, with a majority of the shops offering luxury brands. If you want the top-notch quality and state-of-the-art items, the shops at Marina Bay Sands provides exactly that. You can also find the newest technology, toys, souvenirs, and more. Number 5. Changi Airport. The Singapore Changi Airport isn't just a travel hub but also a tourist attraction on its own. In 2020, Changi was voted the world's best airport for the 8th time in a row, ranging from a variety of dine and food options, shopping, and entertainment to visiting gardens and the greenery. It very quickly becomes clear why it earned this title. Most of the shops are located in the Jewel, just outside Terminal 1. Some of the main attractions in the airport include the Forest Valley that features a walk through nature with waterfall in the center. The Rain Vortex is the tallest indoor waterfall that turns into a fantastic light and sound show by night. The Slide. Yes, Changi Airport features a slide that takes you to your gate, Canopy Park with amazing play attractions, and many other themed parks and gardens where you can relax. Changi Airport also feathers numerous other attractions. Number 4. Haw Par Villa. Take everything you love about the Asian community, and you'll find it in this cultural park, one of the last of its kind in the world. A rich heritage, history, and art is kept within this space full of sheltered pavilions. Haw Par Villa is home to more than 1,000 statues and dioramas which show stories from Chinese mythologies, folklore, and legends. The park also holds social events, performances, food and art markets, and even lifestyle activities such as yoga. Traditional Chinese architecture inspires many of its sculptures, decor, and pavilions. The park is a great way to discover the cultural heritage of Singapore. Number 3. Singapore Botanic Gardens. The amazing and vast Singapore Botanic Gardens are a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The gardens are a popular place for recreational activities, such as jogging or even bird watching, and you can visit it completely free of charge. Different gardens inside this 60-acre or 24-hectare land include the National Orchid Garden, the SBG Heritage Museum, and other attractions. There are also numerous choices for food, dining, or just relaxing inside the garden. Number 2. Food and markets. With the diverse culture of Singapore, with residents that are Chinese, Malay, Indian, Indonesian, and of other backgrounds, the one thing that unites these cultures is food. The city-state sees food as essential to what Singapore is as a nation. Although there are religious differences and there's a large number of vegetarians or vegans, people respect one another. They still come together to eat the food they can all share. Usually, people prefer to eat at so-called hawker centers or food courts as opposed to restaurants because of the variety they can get there. It is also much more affordable and can be found just about everywhere in Singapore. If you find yourself in one, you can see that it features an array of stalls, each with its own specialties. And there are tables nearby where you can sit and experience different food. If you have time, also visit the world's cheapest Michelin-starred meal at Singapore's soy sauce chicken rice and noodle. He can try a delicious world-class meal for just a couple of dollars. Don't miss one of the most famous hawker centers, especially popular amongst tourists, the Newton Food Center, which was also featured in a Hollywood hit Crazy Rich Asians. Number 1. Gardens by the Bay. A haven for nature lovers. Gardens by the Bay offer 250 acres or 101 hectares, and 3 different extraordinary spaces to explore. The Bay South Garden, the Bay East Garden, and the Bay Central Garden. Gardens by the Bay have been praised for its gardens, and they hope to spread the love for nature and green spaces to anyone who visits. Here are some of the gardens and attractions you just can't miss. The Auspice Skyway, a walkway that lets you admire the place from a bird's eye view, hanging between two super trees. The Skyway is 420 feet or 128 meters long. The Super Tree Grove. If you want to see more of Marina Bay, you can climb the observatory on top of the tallest super tree and see the sights from 164 feet or 50 meters up in the air. The Garden Rhapsody, a lights and sounds show on the super trees. You can watch it daily completely free of charge at 7:45 and 8:45 p.m. If you want, you can even to experience it from Auspice Skyway for a small fee. The Cloud Forest, home to a breathtaking indoor waterfall and a collection of rare plants and vegetation. The Flower Dome, located in the South Gardens, offering a collection of flowers from 5 continents. This is one of the larger areas and just another one of the many incredible places to see in Singapore.